Some of the takeaways from that trip, particularly when you're in Portland. And
Well, I thought, our guys competing. We're not playing perfect basketball. We're playing hard. One thing we got to understand is how to play with leads. And a team's giving us their best shots. We're getting guys their best shots of the season. I didn't think we responded well in Denver, but I thought we did in Phoenix and also Portland. I thought we got Phoenix's best shot. I thought Portland played well, shot the ball extremely well. But I thought we met their challenge. We found a way in every opportunity. They made a run. We stopped it. We got off the snide a little bit. So those are the things I took away, was our resiliency that we had after coming back from Denver.
Any worry about focus? I mean, this is obviously going to be a big week, and you want to...
Always. You focus, whether it's all-star game or whoever, having somewhat of some success in second place, keeping focus throughout the rest of the year. Definitely at this time, Christmas time, all-star time is always a dangerous time. But again, also too, you can be dangerous and you can go ahead and steal some games when teams are not focused or that type of thing. So we want to be the mature team, the professional team, and go in with a professional approach and a mature approach. And that way you can go into the all-star break and enjoy it.
What do you think?
Are you seeing, you talk just now about other teams' best game. Are you seeing a measure of respect and importance that they put on games against you now?
We're earning it. I don't know if we're there yet. I think teams there's Toronto. I don't really know if they're good enough or whatever. That's fine. That's cool. We'd rather have that. But we still have to continue to earn the respect by going in and playing with a sense of urgency, with force on both ends of the floor, and having a focus for 48 minutes. I don't know if we're all the way there yet, Doug, to answer your question. Teams don't really know if we're for real or not. And that's fine. That's good, matter of fact. So, but because that means we got to continue to earn that respect, which I think we're doing. The photo bomber.
The commissioner came out last week, or earlier this week, and he was talking about, it was a conversation we'd had with you earlier about just the free throw shooting and the haka, whoever. He's talking now, he's saying it's got to the point now where it's an embarrassment to the league, and he thinks they're going to change the rule. As a guy who has used that rule to his advantage, what's your opinion of that?
I don't think it looks good. I think it's ugly. But I also, too, think, guys have to learn how to shoot free throws. I think it's a strategy you can use. But again, I'm going to adapt to the rules that they give us. Yeah. It's not my job to make rules. I like it because I think we've learned how to use it, know how to use it to help us win games. But if they come in and put another rule in, I promise you I'm going to work my behind off to learn how to utilize that too. So, Commissioner's right in the fact that I do think that it's aesthetically not pretty, just like the body checking, the hand checking, the holding that used to go on. Commissioner Stern put in the rules of freedom of movement. I think we have a prettier game now, a more fan-friendly game for fans to look at. So whatever rule, and that we've adapted to it. We've adjusted as coaches. Players have adjusted to it. And whatever rule they put in, we'll adjust to that too.
But isn't it kind of sad that you're basically taking the onus off the player to correct an imbalance in his game?
Players.
It's a get out of jail free card now.
Well, again, we'll find a way. I'm sure there's going to be. They can't totally take it out. We still you have an opportunity to put a player on the free throw line, fouling. Maybe not as overtly as we're doing it now, but players, I think they're going to have to learn how to shoot free throws or get taken advantage of or exposed. And but whatever rule that the rules committee puts out there and adjusts the game to, I'm all for it because I'm for whatever helps our league. And as a coach, we just have to use those rules to our advantage to help. Our job is to win games, and whatever rules they put in front of us, we'll adjust to.
How long did it take players to adjust to the hand checking?
It took a little while. It did, because I came through the era where You know, Derek Harper put that hand on your hip, Gary Payton on his hip, he couldn't move. John Stockton, those guys would grab it. Steer you right to where they wanted to go, but it was an ugly game. But as coaches, we utilize those rules to our advantage. The parking lot rule, where you couldn't put 2 players out there and park somebody, the illegal defensive rules. We'll adjust. The league will adjust. Whatever rules they put in front of us, Doug, you saw all of them change. And again, I think we have a beautiful game now, and there's always room for improvement. And whatever rule the competition committee puts in front of us, I think our coaches throughout the league will adjust to it.
And no one stands outside and yells illegal. That was like the entire defense.
I know. You remember that? Two guys out pointing guys out there, and nobody really understood the illegal defensive rules. And now it's pretty simple. You're there for 3 seconds, it's illegal defense. So we'll adjust as coaches, as players, and I think we have a beautiful game now. But again, if that rule changes the game to make it even better, I'm all for it.
You see the Cleveland guys set the double screen last night, those turn clock?
I know it. I know it.
That's technically legal, I suppose.
Right. But well, it's legal. It's legal if you. It's legal until you run through it. You know, if you don't try to run through it, you know, it's your fault as a defender. But once you try to go through there and their arms locked, then that's a foul. So, again, guys are going to find ways to utilize rules or take advantage of rules, and that's in the right spirit of the game, which is trying to win.
Teams have set double screens forever, but never with arms locked like a
old school they did.
Yeah,
they would lock arms and go up
out.
there, but then once the screener tries to get through, you got to let him through. So that's a tough play to cover. The squeeze, the elevator play, where the guy runs through and now we squeeze. I would say 9 times out of 10 it's an illegal screen just because the guys are moving as he's trying to squeeze through there. So whether your arms are locked or not, if you're moving as he's coming through there, it's a illegal move.